Okay, so Boricua Science Nation is back. I just want to salute my people from Puerto Rico, my people from Chicago, and all the United States, the greatest nation in the world. Hoorah! Okay, so I just want to make this small comment because you see so many people criticizing the United States, and and I don't see many people trying to get out of the United States. I just see people trying to come in the United States. You understand? I just don't see the show. Oh, this showman, this people who are always talking against the United States and criticizing it and saying all kinds of crazy things about the United States. But they just don't want to leave the United States. But why they just go elsewhere? There are so many places in the world. If you don't like the United States, you have the choice to leave. You have the freedom to leave. Nobody's holding you. If you think the United States is not a good place for you, you can find another place in the world. We live in a big world. They just criticize it. They just want to change the way we live. That's just common. I'm here to talk about the cheater, Tyson Fury, the biggest cheater in boxing history. There's no other cheater like that guy. So right off the bat, I want to salute my people. My name's Daniel Peña. I want to salute my people from Twitter. I love you all. Thanks for everything. You guys are there for me all the time, and I'm there for you. So anytime I see anybody trying to attack you or something like that, I will be there. And it's like that. Because if some of you are being attacked by somebody and I see it in my page or in my Twitter account, I will go right after the guy who's attacking one of my people. So I thank you all and I will support you like you're supporting me. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I just want to start right off the bat with this letter from this letter and boxing scene. I'm gonna put it on the screen. There it is. I'm just gonna start reading. This is a guy who knows about boxing and knows about the family of this cheater because this is a satanic family. This is a family that has done many crazy things, many damaging things in their life. I'm just gonna start reading to you. It goes like this: Fury's father, John Fury, gouged a man's eyeball out and went to prison for 5 years. What kind of people do something like that? Gouge an eye out of another man. He stripped his eye out of another man's face. Isn't that crazy? Think someone who's okay up here in his mind can do something like that? Okay, he went to prison for 5 years for for it after getting 11. He got 11 years and was only 5 years in prison. He then cried and begged in court like a weasel. This is what this guy is saying. Okay, he was crying because he didn't want to be in jail. Oh, please, get me out of jail, please. I don't want to be here. He was such a big man to gouge an eye out of another man, but he can't be in prison. There it is. Tyson Fury himself was caught with his glove on illegally by the referee prior. That was by Mark McDonald. Okay, referee prior to the Christian Hammer fight, like father like son says here, or just coincidence. I don't think it was coincidence. And of course, in the two Wilder fights, he cheated, says this man. Keeps going like this. Fury's uncle, Peter Fury, was a drug kingpin and spent 12 years in jail in total for drug dealing and money laundering and other crimes. Both Tyson and Fury tested positive for drugs and steroids in 2015. Tyson was banned from boxing for his PED usage, but blamed his ban on depression. Yeah, right. Fury comes from a long line of bare-knuckle fighting gypsy travelers. It doesn't surprise me that he would employ dirty bare-knuckle tactics in the professional boxing. So we all know that, right? We all know that. He comes from a bare-knuckle family. This is not new for us. He comes from a bare-knuckle family, and he used his tactics in the boxing ring. That's why he cheated with his gloves. But these people who hate Wilder so much, these muffins who love Tyson Fury so much or hate Wilder so much, don't care if he cheated or not. They won't admit it, but they know it. They know it. Okay, it keeps going like this. Cheating is not just in Fury's blood. It's literally their gypsy culture. Their gypsy culture. I talked about this before. And you people know, I had a video that I made about this. The gypsy culture is a crazy culture. It's a satanic culture in many cases. Not enough because we can't blame all a race of people because of 50 or 60 or 70% of them being satanic or crazy. But there are a lot of them. I could say this without any regret. You know, I can say that the majority of them, this is a satanic culture, man, I'm telling you. Okay, these people don't view what they're doing as cheating. These people don't view what they're doing as cheating, but rather surviving and winning using any means necessary. Okay, cheating. They're using any means necessary to win. So they just don't view that cheating. They're cheaters, but they don't see that they're cheating. They see that they just gotta win. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how the other person gets hurt. Even when Wilder gave this guy an opportunity to fight against him for a title to bring him back. This is how this guy thanked Deontay Wilder. This is the way he thanked Deontay Wilder, by cheating and by hurting Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder called him a pillow fist, and he told him that. He told him, "I brought you back. What are you talking about? I brought you back. You're talking crazy, and I was the one who brought you back." Okay, so this is not the only thing that this guy has. His family. He's just he's been with other people who have been people who are in the same business as his uncle. Because Daniel Cunningham is his name, right? If I'm not pronouncing it right, I ask you for forgiveness. But this Daniel Cunningham, I think is his name, is another person who has been there with Tyson Fury. And we all know this guy is running from the law. This guy is a drug lord who's a billionaire. He's got $1.1 billion. Okay? $1.1 billion. And this guy is running from the law because he's a criminal. He's a drug lord. He was with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is crazy with this guy. I'm going to show some pictures of Tyson Fury with this guy, and Tyson Fury, and even Bob Arum with this guy. So Bob Arum is in on it as well. So this is all a mafia thing, man. I'm telling you, this is all a mafia thing. I just want to put a clip of Tyson Fury talking about this guy after this guy got the fight against Anthony Joshua. Okay, so I want you to watch this clip. I'm just going to put it on right now so you can watch it. There it goes.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Cunningham. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done, literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. One problem, I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight. And then we go into the Joshua fight next year. So there we are. The Gypsy King versus AJ is on for next year, but there's a hurdle in the road called the Bronze Bomber, aka the Knockout King, and I will get onto him and knock him spark out, and then we got on to the big fight. So big thank you, Dan, for getting this deal over the line. All the best. God bless you all. See you soon. Peace out.
Okay, so you just saw Tyson Fury thanking Daniel Cunningham like this was the biggest friend of the world for him. When this guy's a criminal and he knew it, he cannot come now and say, I didn't know he was doing that. He knew this. We're not children. We know this. We know this guy knew all about this guy. So when you see that all these people don't talk about what is happening with Tyson Fury, they're the pictures that I'm talking about. Tyson Fury with this guy and Bob Bottle. They're all in it. They're all, the ESPN is in it. The Nevada State Athletic Commission is in it. All these people are in. The referee was in it. So the referee works for the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Is the one who paid the guy. So he was in it as well. So he saw all of this and didn't do nothing. So we all know that this guy did these things. And something else that I want to talk about is the threats this guy's made against some people. This guy threatened Martin Kerfoot. This was the farmer who lied for him in court. And this is the way these people give. So you see, I'm just gonna put on the screen some things that have to do with this. Okay, I'm just gonna start reading you this from the start. This is how this began. They were in a mess and they were panicking. He said, "This is Martin Kerfoot speaking." They came to me and said they had a problem. They said just a simple letter to say that I had supplied wildboard. It will help them get them off the hook. And said, okay, then I'll do what you said. I knew the broker very well. He'd done me a few favors. Okay, so there it is. So let me just go to this other one right here. Martin Kerfoot never received the 25,000 he claimed that he was promised, and since he has gone public about his role in what some of social media have called Wild Boardgate, is concerned about his safety. Okay, there you go. Okay, Mr. Kerfoot told them, I've had nothing but problems right from the beginning of this, and I don't want to get involved. The farmer refused to elaborate on his reason for withdrawing his claim. During the initial investigation, Mr. Kerfoot said he had regularly supplied wild boar meat to Furies, sending it to their gym in Bolton. Okay. Okay, I've had one or two obscure phone calls, he told us, and I've had 2 visits to my home. One was at midnight. There were 2 of them. I answered the door and got rid of them. They were middling reading. Okay, on Monday night, there was similar things. I knew one of them. I told them I had a number for the police and they could round in minutes. Okay, so you see how they threatened this person. And it's not the only guy they threatened. I'm gonna find the other person they threatening. They threat was the photographer. It wasn't the photographer. Um, Nicholas Asbury, bro. I want to bring this up to you because the photographer, they shot his his Las Vegas photography account. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. There it is. Okay, so you can see that they shot his account because he was threatened as well. They threatened this man. You know that this all this threat against these people have done this. You see, so at the time that we started seeing the pictures of his right glove, right hand glove, that we saw that this guy was was took padding off his right glove, and it was we were all seeing this, and this people got desperate right away because right away Tyson Fury came up with a clip talking about the Tyson the Wilder Fury's team is talking about this and that, and his this JD's was in my locker room and this and that, and the president of the WBC came out talking as well, saying that was a joke, that didn't happen. That Fury that was one of the biggest win in many years. It was a great accomplishment by Tyson Fury, and they were trying to take it away from him, defending him as well. And after this, they were trying to contact Wilder's team so they could talk to Wilder's team. But I don't know what happened with that. So I just don't think the Wilder's team talked to this people. And after this was when we saw this person had to shut his page down. You know, he closed his page, the page where he had those pictures. All the other pictures were in there, but the pictures of Tyson Fury with his right glove, he took them off. You can see his name in some of the pictures. I'm going to put some of the pictures on so you can see them, comparing them to pictures from boxers that had their proper glove and normal glove on without with the padding off. And the name of the guy is John Gursinski. John Gursinski is the name of the guy, the photographer. Okay, so you can see that was another threat. The other threat was against Nicholas Asbury, because Nicholas Asbury was talking about the glove when he was sparring with Tyson Fury, and you saw that Nicholas Asbury was touching the gloves. I put this clip a couple of times. I'm not going to put it again because people know what I'm talking about. Well, this is the threat that he had from this guy's trainer when he was his trainer, the younger guy. I don't remember his name, but he's going to mention the name of the guy in the clip. I'm going to put it on right now so you can see it. Go ahead.
Saunders, who we all know tests positive for steroids every time he gets a top 10 fight. So, I mean, there's not much in conclusion here, but the people, if they really want to believe or you want to follow what everybody else tries to think, So
right. And so basically, Ben Davison, you're an asshole. And this is not him. I'm saying this. Mm-hmm. You're an asshole, and you run a team of cheating fighters. That's what you do. And so I'm glad that you gave us the science behind, them putting the little hard objects in the glove, because like I said, what I do know for a fact is Tyson Fury's hand was not all the way in that glove.
No, you can clearly see that.
Right, but what I don't know is if he also had something in it. And now that you said that, we need to check them damn gloves to see if it was something in them, let alone the fact that we know that his fist wasn't in them, because them goddamn gloves was definitely flopping both fights. But is it true? Let me pull this back up. Mm-hmm. Is it true that this boxing coach Barry entity did confront them about what they did to you in regards to them gloves, and how did that go?
As soon as I found out about the gloves, I left that night on the airplane. I was like, you guys are paying for all my shit. You guys are paying for everything. I'm leaving. And then he was like, no, please don't leave. Blah, blah. And I was like, no, fuck this. It's been unprofessional. As soon as I got there, they didn't give me any food. They just told me this was my room, was an Airbnb. And then they told me they were supposed to pay for my food and all that shit. I went there and paid for all my food. In sparring, you have them. They pay for food. They give you a gratuity daily, and then they pay you weekly for sparring. I didn't get paid in agreements to what we had. I didn't get paid. I got my money used up, and I was homeless at the time. And then I ended up flying back, and then I ended up sparring Tyson Fury. Ended up feeling severe pain in my ribs and one point in my head because he only landed 2 punches, but I could feel his knuckle in the punches. It wasn't like I got rocked or anything. It's like I feel like if you ever got hit with like as opposed to somebody putting their fist, like wrapping their hand, a pillow around their fist and punching you.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and this might be a weird way that I know, but I did 3.5 years in the prison, and we used to wrap our hands up with like shirts or like thin cloth, so we could still rock each other, but the police won't know we was fighting because we won't have no laceration. So I know exactly what you're saying when you can feel a knuckle, but it's a little bit of cover on there. So that's how I personally know what you're talking about. But whatchamacallit? So yeah, you can continue on and put an ending on the story. So this guy confronts Tyson Fury and his team.
Yeah, I wasn't there because I left the day after, but I left, but he said that he confronted him, and they said that Tyson put his head down, was shaking his head all the whole entire time. Because he called me because they were all people were all nervous. Hey, don't put my name in it, blah, blah, blah. It's Tyson Fury. There's a big fight coming up. Everybody was scared except for me. I was trying to get that dude's head off. I was trying to take his head off. I made some fun. Let me just, but Tyson Fury basically, found out that Ben Davison, did all this stuff with the gloves, and Tyson Fury did all this stuff with the gloves and his team. And then they were so on us with putting Vaseline on our gloves and doing all this stuff with our gloves. But when I wasn't there when this happened, but if it happened, which I'm pretty sure it did, I'm pretty sure I could see it playing out, that Tyson just putting his head down to discuss, and everybody just thinking like, damn, we got caught, because then I got Ben Davison threatening me on my Instagram. I got Ben Davison.
Wait a minute. Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you screenshot that and send it to me right now on Instagram, and I can pull it up?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
screenshot it, but can I show you right now what he sent to me? Voice. He sent me some voice messages. Listen.
Listen, you can show the screen again.
If you're a big man, pick the phone up. I'm not going to keep going over it. We've been over this. But you do not, mark my words, I'm not the one trying to cause a problem, but you cause a problem, trust me, you're judging a book by its cover and you're making a big mistake. Do not keep making threats. I've let it go, but I'm not a silly cunt. I'm not a fucking mug. Don't try to take me for one. Trust me. So you either drop it and keep doing what you're doing, or you want a problem. Which one is it?
He's threatening me.
If you want
That's a
problem,
threat.
be a big man and say
That's a threat. That's a threat.
Or you can forget about it. It's up to you.
And then I got more too. I got way more.
Keep them coming.
Okay, here's another one. I said, first of all, I want my fucking money with interest this time. And I said, you want to say all this shit from the UK, and you guys owe me money. And then he said this, basically.
My man, let me explain something to you. You ain't shit before you keep trying to threaten families, this, that, and the other. So you're saying that you want a problem, because trust me,
I didn't threaten nobody's family
quicker than you can fart. You silly cunt. So what do you want? Is it that you want a problem?
And then he sent me this last one.
Yes, you will, my man. You'll see us soon. Look forward to it.
He said he's going to see me soon. He made a threat and said he was going to see me soon.
Now, I want to cover for you real quick, because I just sued somebody in court for doing what he's doing to you.
Man, I got him in writing, bro. I got all that. Hold on.
Yeah, send me that. But
Okay, so you just saw the clip of Nicholas Asbury showing the threats from this trainer, and you can see that these people, it's not the first time that they have done this. It's not the first time his family has done crazy things. It's not the first time they have been involved with mafia people, with kingpins, with drug lords, and doing all these kinds of things. So when people said, "Oh, why is Deontay Wilder, he hasn't said nothing. He hasn't. Maybe Deontay Wilder and his team have been tread as well because they're bigger. These people are in a bigger platform. They got ESPN in their side. They had this guy Daniel Cunningham at his side. This kingpin. They have his uncle. This is mafia. You know, they're dealing against a mafia. And I don't know what Deontay Wilder is going to do. Deontay Wilder has brought this before this situation. He has talked about it. He has said that he's going to come back with more. They have said that his doctor said that he had a dent in his head or two dents, one in the back of the head, where Tyson Fury hit Deontay Wilder like 50 times in the fight, and the referee didn't do nothing, and another dent right here in the side of his head, and the doctor said that wasn't with a normal glove. That had to be with a loaded glove or with a clean fist. You know, with a fist with his wraps on. If the glove doesn't have the proper paddings, you hit somebody with the wraps. The wraps are that is a hard thing. That is real hard. If you put some wraps on and you hit the wall, it won't hurt your knuckles. It won't hurt them because that is hard. That is with they wrap your hands and then they put many tape them around and it gets real hard. So if you get hit with that and the glove doesn't have any paddings, that is going to do a lot of damage. And we saw it in the Deontay Wilder fight. You saw how Deontay Wilder ended in that fight. And once again, I have said this before many times, but I'm going to say it again. This guy has no power. This guy has no power. How in the world can this guy hurt Deontay Wilder the way he did when he has no power? The guy has no punching power. He has no punching power. Read my lips. He has no punching power. There's no way this guy could have hurt Deontay Wilder the way he did. No way. No way. Okay? So let's start with this craziness. These people defending this guy like he's a god or something like that. He's a demon. That's what he is. He's a demon. And I got a song for him. And I'm going to bring it back in my next video. He's a demon. That's what he is. Talking about Christ, talking about this, talking about that. You ain't no Christian. You're a liar. That's what you are, a liar. And all your families like you as well. Talking crazy, man. I'm just tired of this, man. I'm telling you. Man, the other day I was arguing with this clown from Twitter. and I write it. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see it. I put it on my Twitter account, but I'm going to put it in the screen again so you can see how crazy this is. I write it on my account. This guy tampered with his glove, and this is what came up. That's what came up. So all the people who said, Google it, you will see. If you Google it, you will see. But now I Googled this, and this guy from Twitter came up defending him. This guy. There it is. There's his picture from this. And look what he said. He said, all this says is that you're quite unfamiliar with how Google works. Did you think Margarito, because I mentioned Margarito, I said Margarito didn't come out. And this other guy didn't come out, and Maidana didn't come out. The one who came out was Fury. And this is why he said, did you think Margarito would pop up 10 plus years afterwards when absolutely no one is writing fresh articles about it now? Come on, man. Okay, so you're saying Margarito did it 10 years ago, and Tyson Fury did it now. Margarito cheated 10 years ago, and Fury cheated now. That's why it came out, right? That's what this guy is saying, right? You see how these people just drill a hole for themselves? He's saying Margarita did it 10 years ago, so Tyson Fury did it now. That's why they're talking about Tyson Fury now, right? That's why they're saying he tampered with his glove. So when you don't even have to write his name in Google, it pops up in Google just like that. He was the one, he cheated with his glove, he tampered with his glove. Okay, that's what that means. Tampering with their gloves is cheating with their gloves. Okay, so there you have it. I just wanted to bring this out. I just wanted for you to see how this clown, this cheater, this guy who's got no honor, he's got no respect for nobody. He say nobody. I'm telling you, he say nobody. If he would have fight Deontay Wilder a clean fight, he would have gotten knocked out, because he cheated in both fights. Okay, he cheated in both fights. He cheated with his left glove. I said it before in the first fight, where he could move his hand from inside and out, and have his fist in the wrist part of the glove, so he could slap Deontay Wilder with it and have more reach. And at the same time, when he hit Wilder with the wrist part of the glove, he hit him harder. But he couldn't beat Deontay Wilder in the first fight. He got a draw when Deontay Wilder knocked him out. But with all these people that this guy had backing him up, ESPN and Daniel Cunningham, his uncle, all these drug lords, this kingpins, this mafia, because it is all mafia. Even the Nevada State Athletic Commission knew Deontay Wilder knocked this guy out in the first fight. Deontay Wilder didn't have to fight this guy again because he knocked him out. Okay, the rematch would have been if Deontay Wilder would have wanted to fight him again. Okay, so he cheated in both fights. He got knocked out in the first one, and they gave him that draw because that wasn't a draw. Deontay Wilder knocked him out twice, and Deontay Wilder is the champion. And as the champion, he didn't lose all the other rounds. He won at least 3 or 4 more rounds in the first 7 rounds. But these people are always trying to talk all crazy because they hate Deontay Wilder. They hate him. They hate him. Not because he's black. It's not because he's black. It's because they hate him. Because the way Deontay Wilder conducts himself, he's a draw. He promotes himself. He knows how to speak. He knows how to get the people, the crowds. And he was starting to get more known after this fight. If he would have beat this guy in the second fight, Deontay Wilder would have beat the next Mayweather. He would have beat the Mayweather of this time. But look what they did to him. Look what they did to him because they don't like him. They want him out. They want him out. That's all I have. I don't know what is going to happen in the third fight, but I'm pretty sure they're going to try to do. They're going to try to get rid of Deontay Wilder. That's what they're trying to do because they want to make this fight against Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua. They want to get this fight done. And they the other day I saw a clip where he was talking about Blue Blood. I don't know who made a video about this. The Tyson Fury was passing by in a car where Anthony Joshua was, and Anthony Joshua told him to pull over and get down and get out of the car. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. They're just selling this fight. They're selling this fight because they're trying to get rid of Deontay Wilder. They're going to try their best to make Deontay Wilder lose the third fight. I'm telling you, they're going to try the best. That's all I have. I made my videos a little bit longer, but because I don't make a lot of videos, but I want to thank you all, and I want to say that all of these things are pure, and they are credible. And this guy is just a cheater, and there's just evidence everywhere of this guy cheating and this guy doing many dirty things, man, in boxing. That's all I have. I thank you all. I want to thank you all. God bless you all. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. And God bless my Twitter followers. And just subscribe to my channel. I'm here, and I'm going to be here for a long time. Okay? Thanks a lot. God bless you.